Hello everyone! Happy Hanukkah! Well, tonight we're going to read the 9th night of Hanukkah. Well, that's really weird. There's only 8 nights of Hanukkah. So let's find out if it's 9. The 9th night of Hanukkah. On the first night of Hanukkah, Mom couldn't find the menorah. Special delivery, said Dad, arriving with pizza. Max and Rachel looked at each other. No menorah, no lagas! It's just for tonight, said Mom. I'm sure we'll find our Hanukkah things tomorrow. Exhausted from unpacking, the family sat down to dinner in their new apartment. It was nice, but it didn't quite feel like Hanukkah. On the second night, the missing menorah still hadn't turned up. Should we go to the store? Asked Max. No, we'll find it soon, said Rachel. Besides, I have an idea for tonight. Rachel made a beautiful menorah. Max helped her decorate it. But when it came to light the candles, Mom realized she packed them with the menorah. The menorah is missing, right? So all the candles are. What's that too? Okay. Oh. This is another kind of menorah. Now should we go to the store? Asked Max. Mom checked her watch and shook her head. Everything's probably closed by now. Max and Rachel convinced Mom to let them ask for a neighbor. They knocked on 2C right next door and explained the situation to Miss Mendez. Yeah, that's what she said. Would these work? She asked. Maybe, said Rachel. Oh. Dad lit the shamash. Max and Rachel each used it to light a candle. Then Max and Rachel both got presents. It was nice, but it didn't quite feel like Hanukkah. That is a shamash, and that's the menorah. On the third night, Dad offered to make latkes. He just needed to find his lucky latke pan. As Dad searched through the box after box, Max followed his nose downstairs to 1B, where he must be Joe.
Where he met
Joe the Super. Welcome to the building, said Joe. You do anything, let me know. Anything? Asked Max, eyeing the steaming platter Joey happily shared. It was nice, but it didn't quite feel like Chanukah.
What did he give him?
Oh, they gave him French fries.
Oh, close to latkes, but...
Close, very, very close. On the fourth night, Max said, "Let's play dreidel." One problem. No dreidel! I'm beginning to think one of our boxes got lost, said Dad. So Mom called the moving company, and Max and Rachel set out to find a dreidel. The Western twins, who lived upstairs in 3B, didn't have one, but they did have a toy that could spin and spin. It was nice, but it didn't quite feel like Chanukah. On the fifth night, Max and Rachel figured out a way to play dreidel, which meant they needed gelt, no chocolate coins, which they needed gelt. No chocolate coins. But I have these, said Mr. Patel at 4A. It was nice, but it didn't quite feel like Chanukah.
What did Mr. Patel offer them?
They offered them chocolate chips.
Close to gelt.
Yeah, but at least they're chocolate. On the sixth night, Rachel wanted to have a Hanukkah sing-along.
No, I can't understand you.
On the sixth night, Rachel wanted to have a sing-along. But Mom's guitar hadn't arrived yet. Gerger has one, shouted the Winston twins, running up to 5C. It turned out they were almost right. Mom taught Gigi the chords to rock of ages, and everyone sang. It was nice, but it didn't quite feel like Hanukkah. On the seventh night, Max and Rachel discovered they were missing something else. How do you wrap a present without wrapping paper? On their way outside, they saw Dr. Lee reading in the lobby. When they asked him where to buy wrapping paper, he handed them the comics. "Try using these," suggested Dr. Lee. So they did. It was nice, but it didn't stick.
Stop. Stop. Don't tell me it was never recording. Oh, it is. I don't know why it went like that.
It was nice, but it still didn't feel quite like Hanukkah. Oh, sorry. On the 8th night, Max realized what their Hanukkah needed. Jelly donuts! It took knocking on several doors, but finally, Max got his jelly from the twins' mom in 3B. Just not in a donut form. That was nice, said Rachel. As they walked downstairs, Max took a big bite and finished her through.
Thought.
It mustn't feel quite like Hanukkah. He's just chewing. He's just chewing with the sandwich. He's just chewing. The next morning, there was a knock at the door. Special delivery! Only this time it wasn't Dad or Pizza. And it wasn't the long-lost box. Let's have a lost box. Let's have a Hanukkah sing-along tonight, suggested Mom. Last night was the 8th night, Rachel reminded her. It won't be Hanukkah anymore. Maybe it should be, said Max, painting 9 candles. 9 candles, 9 nights. Rachel's eyes lit up. She whispered to Max, Max whispered back, and together they developed a plan with a box of candles and a box of crayons. They set in motion. That evening, Max and Rachel waited and waited. Maybe this isn't going to work, said Max. It'll work, said Rachel, sounding more confident. It'll work, said Rachel, sounding more confident than she felt. Just then, there was a knock at the door, and another, and another. Max and Rachel thanked them all for coming. Then they explained the reason for their Shamash night celebration. For the 8th night of Hanukkah, the Shamash helps light all the other candles, said Max. Like all of you helped us, added Rachel. So we wanted to say thanks to the Shamash and you too. And to you. Just then, a voice called out from the back of the line of guests. Special delivery! The missing box, said Mom. Now that's what I call a miracle, said Dad.
The missing box.
In the box, Max and Rachel found their family menorah, Hanukkah candles, Dad's lucky lacquer pan, Jules and Gelt's wrapping paper, and Aunt Eth's recipe for jelly donuts.
Aww.
So on the ninth night in their new home, Max and Rachel and their new friends talked and laughed, ate and played games, sang and danced by the light of many candles. It was nice. Really, really nice. And the best of all, it felt exactly like Hanukkah. The story of Hanukkah.
Good night.
This is the real story of Hanukkah, how it happened and the celebration grew. So, good night, everyone. Everybody, have sweet dreams. Wait.